Hello, everyone. Thank you very much for watching today. Happy Monday, May 3rd. And today we're going to be talking about how to help your buyers win in this market, this crazy market that we're in. So I got about 15 things. I'm going to do this in 3 days, just 3 different days of a couple things. But I just first want to say, remember, if you need anything, especially our Century 21 Homestar agents, but I have other agents from many other companies that get a hold of me too consistently. If you need help one-on-one about a specific house, a specific offer, a specific agent, you're going to be a listing agent situation, it's brainstorming and coming up with a strategy on how to get your buyers to win, to win these win these offers, and get into the house of their dreams. So I have some notes here, and I'm going to give you the first 5 things that, from everything I'm seeing, again, we sell here at Century 21 Homestar over 200 homes a month. We're probably, I can't even count how many times I get agents calling me, lost this one, lost this one, lost this one, but we're getting a lot of them too. That's really great too. So this is from my experience firsthand, right here, front of the line of real estate in the trenches here, and also other ideas that I've gotten from other articles and coaches that I've seen and took some tips from them. So here are some 5 things. I put that in my Facebook too, was that, 1, you got to prep your clients. Number 1, you got to prep them of what's going on in the market. You got to meet with them one-on-one. You got to Zoom a call with them. You got to do something to sit down and explain what's going on in the market, because sometimes we do this every day, and sometimes we forget that buyers, especially right now, this is a hot topic. Real estate's always a hot topic, but right now people are hearing it. Even if they're not buying or selling, they hear it from family, they're seeing it from friends, they're seeing signs go up in their neighborhood and then come down within a few days and see pending and sold, and they see it in the news, everything. So it's a hot topic, but just don't assume they know exactly what's going on. And then you have to explain to them that, in my opinion, and the research is that things are, the pandemic shuffled everybody around. A lot of things have happened with people. They're moving because they lost their jobs, or getting a new job, or they can work remotely, or they want more space. How many of us were, when we were in actual lockdown, going, wow, this house is great, but when we're all stuck in it, it's not so much space when everybody has to work out of the house, and kids have to do schooling from home and are not out and about and doing things. So again, number 1, you got to prep them of what's really going on out there and consistently remind them of that in a good way. Number 2, understanding your market. Now, I'm going to say this is number 1 about understanding your market. You are welcome. We are all colleagues, agents. We work together. Doesn't matter what company, what's out there. A lot of us, almost all of us, like to help each other out a little bit without losing business. We're all competitors too, but we have no problem talking to each other. I said most of us, about each other, what's happening. So number 1 thing I tell agents about finding out what's going on in their market, how about a quick text? Imagine this. You just had a listing, sold in a day, and you had X number of offers on it, and another agent texts you, hey, Tony, this is so-and-so with Century 21 Homestar. I'm just calling. I have a buyer that's interested in this market, would have been interested in your home, but it came out so fast. I'm trying to educate them on how quickly, what's going on out there. Can you give me an idea, do you mind, of how many showings you had the first few days, and how many offers you got in the first few days, and how crazy it was? Most agents will go, yes, we had the first day, we had a half hour showings, half hour on the hour, people getting upset, they were waiting for outside, there's a line. I've seen pictures of lines of buyers at listings. I think a couple of them in our market here in Northeast Ohio and Ohio in general, but across the country there's been pictures and videos and in the news of lines of buyers. And no one knows exactly how many offers except the listing agent. So they might want to share that with you. The house is already pending or contingent. They might want to share that with you. They're not going to give you the dollar amount till it closes, or you shouldn't give the dollar amount because you never know if it's going to close. But at least they could give that information. So you could go back to your buyers and go, listen, that one house that in your market, that one just went pending. I reached out to the other agent, said they had 35 showings within the first day or two and had 20 offers on there. This is what you're going up against. And then also you could show them statistics of, if you want to check out some articles on National Association of Realtors website, NAR.org, or that's our website, or Realtor.org, I'm sorry. Realtor.org is the information website for agents, and there's articles and information on there too. And then make sure they understand the complexity of what's happening with sellers and what's going on in the local market, and you could show them how many houses, how fast they've sold, how many houses came on the market in the last 6 months, and you got to sit there and explain it to them. Again, the number one thing I see from agents is that they think they're just going to have this one simple call. Things are going fast, multiple offers, and have a 1-minute conversation with buyers and think they're going to keep them engaged or on the same page as you and how important this is. Number 3 is share your sources. Share your sources of where you're getting your information. You're calling other agents, articles, from our MLS. You've got to share your sources of where you're getting this stuff because sometimes, not all the time, but sometimes, and I think if you've ever gotten this feel from explaining things to your buyers or sellers, sometimes they feel like we're just salespeople and we're just trying to get a quick sale, and they want to be on top of it and want you to just put an offer, and you don't care about getting them the best price. You just want to get this sale done. So you've got to show them where your sources are, and show them data, and show them statistics, and show them that you called other agents and you found all this information out. You're not making this up to get a quick sale, like those sleazy salesmen. It's like, oh, you better buy this right now. If you don't buy this, there's 5 other people looking to buy. We've all seen movies and maybe even had sleazy salespeople like that in other industries and markets, but that's not the case here. So reassure your buyers that this is not, you're not lying to them. You're not, you want to find them the best home for them and their home of their dreams and help them out. And the sale is second to them being happy. You're not just trying to get a quick sale. So that's number 3. Number 4 was give the clients what they want. So what I mean by that is that you have to have a conversation with the listing agent to find out what the sellers want. And I could go into a whole hour-long discussion on different ideas, and I'm going to go through more of those in the next 3 days, but you got to find out what the sellers really want. You have to have a conversation. Don't always think it's just about money, because when there's 20 offers on that house, chances are your dollar amount is the same as someone else's or lower than someone else's. So you got to find out and what the sellers want. You've got to find out. Call the other agent. Ask them, please, give you 5 minutes of your time. Some of these listing agents, some agents are just not doing it. I've had agents say, Tony, I took your advice, but they won't call me. They're just saying, highest and best by 5 o'clock tomorrow. Don't call me. This is that. Because I've got 50 people calling me, asking me questions. I've got agents that are way over their head because of the volume of calls and buyers and people trying to get this house they're listing. But try to get through to them, find out what the sellers really want, and don't always assume it's just about price, because the price, you might be the same. And 5, the last thing for today, is pay out of pocket or out of box costs. We all know in Ohio, it's different in different markets. Example, here in Northeast Ohio, we usually split the title costs. The buyer pays their mortgage costs, who pays the transfer tax, who pays the recording fees, who pays the exam fee, title exam fees. But that's different throughout the state, if you didn't know that already, to my Columbus agents, to my Cincinnati agents. In some markets, the seller pays more costs than the buyer. So you could pay out-of-pocket costs. I have buyers agents right now paying the closing costs for sellers. They're not asking for closing costs, they're paying the closing costs for sellers. Finding out what they actually want to put you ahead. So you have the same price. Imagine you have the same price. Say it's a $250,000 house and you're offering $260,000, paying their closing costs, not asking for closing costs, and being flexible with your dates to what makes them convenient for them. So you can have your buyer paying extra costs or helping the seller with their costs. So it helps them do the math sometimes. Sometimes they're like, this is the price, we're both the same price, but this one's also paying my closing costs for me. So that can be possible too. So educate your buyers that there is options to try to make their offer better financially for the seller and put you ahead of someone else. I'm going to stop it short today because I just want to keep on going and going and going, but I don't want to make this video, a half hour, 45 minutes long with little bits and pieces. So again, those 5 things: we're prepping your client, understanding the market, share your sources of where you're getting your information, give your clients what they want, or give the client, the seller, what they want, not always just about price, and 5, paying out of the box costs that you normally buyers won't pay on that. So those 5 things. Think of those 5 things. Remember, anybody use me as a resource if you want to go over more on these in detail. And we'll have 5 more or more tomorrow on how to help you win your buyers, their houses, their offers. Win these offers, because I know it's difficult out there, and these are just some quick ideas and things that you can do, because I see agents not doing it. I have listing agents calling me, our listing agents, telling me about offers, and I'm doing my research, knowing about the market. I'm like, I can't believe this buyer's agent did this in this market. And it's happening out there. I don't want you to be one of them doing the wrong things or things that might not put your buyer in the best light and the best opportunity to win that offer. So that's it. Have a great Monday. We'll see you tomorrow, Tuesday at noon. Bye-bye.